Very, very much, Secretary General. You made what I think is the most important contribution of this event, to make a very clear difference that in the world that we live in, actually in the world that we've always lived in, you can be impartial, but you cannot be neutral when those values or those fundamental human rights values that we have enshrined in the Charter of the United Nations and the very fundament of international law are not being upheld. And that we should all work very closely together to uphold these values and to implement them in a reality, because human beings are equal, and they're born equal whether they're born in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, in America, at the four corners of the world. Thank you very, very much for this message, and I understand you will be able to take a couple of questions, so if we can take 2 questions from the audience, please. There's one from the lady at the back, if we can have a microphone, and one from here in the front.
Mr. Ban Ki-moon, you told about responsibility to protect as a fundamental value. How do you apply this for Palestinians?
It's very important that the Middle East peace process make progress for the challenges and all this, what the Palestinian people are undergoing, unfortunately, are now being dealt with in different forum and different process. That is Middle East peace process. As Secretary General, I'm one of the 4 leaders in the format of quartet. And we've been working very hard to, first of all, help accelerate this Middle East peace process. And I'm going to speak with Israeli Prime Minister today, this afternoon, to talk about all this situation in the Middle East. And I've been speaking with all world leaders almost every day on this issue. That is why we are now playing more emphasis on this Middle East peace process. At the same time, there's a very serious situation in Gaza and even West Bank, where Palestinian people's basic human rights are not being respected, and their humanitarian situations are very, very dire. I have been speaking with Israeli Prime Minister, Defense Minister, and Foreign Minister all the times. Upon my urging, they have eased some of their blockade. And these United Nations humanitarian projects are now flowing in, but not enough. So I've been always urging them to completely lift this blockade restrictions in Gaza. We are educating most of children, young people in Palestine through the UNRWA. United Nations is the biggest employer in Gaza. We have several thousand Palestinian teachers, and we are teaching hundreds of thousands young people in Palestine. These efforts will continue in parallel while Middle East peace process is moving. Now you have seen the signing ceremony of 2 Palestinians, Fatah and Hamas, yesterday. This is a good start. I know that there are some difference of positions depending upon where you stand. Israel government has concerns, and there are some concerns how and what will have to do with the Hamas's basic positions, not to recognize Israel, not to recognize the previous agreed principles and agreements. all these will have to be closely followed as this first step is now moving on. So please remember that United Nations and other international community are heavily engaged to help Israeli and Palestinian people to achieve a vision where Israelis, Palestinians can live side by side in peace and security. Next questions, yeah, please.
Sorry, I never hear about Yemen. What about Yemen? You remember many countries in Arab world, but you never say anything about Yemen. We are now 3 months in the squares in many cities in Yemen. We know Saleh, he wants to take Yemen to Libya situation, and we want to prevent him. We know some words come from United Nations will prevent him, but we never seen anything from United Nations until now. So do you wait to say them kill more thousands of people in Yemen to take a strong decision for him, or what?
On that situation, Yemen is one of, again, the serious concerns. Many people have been killed by government forces. I've spoken with the President Saleh, and I have again urged him to take bold reform measures before it is too late, to take necessary measures, to listen to their views. And I have spoken with GCC leaders, and I have dispatched my senior staff, political staff, to see whether United Nations can provide any assistance, political facilitations. And we have also tried to provide humanitarian assistance. It is unfortunate and frustrating that all these agreements, which were presented by GCC and other international community, have not been fully accepted and agreed and not implemented. I will continue to press this process so that the people of Yemen could also be able to enjoy genuine freedom, so that they can engage in social economic development for their own prosperity. That's our goals. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Secretary General. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your presentation. And now we will have to take you away to continue with our other meetings. Thank you.
Thank you.